What's up, YouTube? This is TJ the Beast 70 here. Today I'm going to talk about this DVD right here, ECW One Night Stand 2005, the original one. Here's the back with the match card. They have a little summary. I don't think you need to read that really, but there's the picture of ECW reuniting on Raw. It's a pretty good moment. Or a pretty great moment, I should say. I remember watching that back in '05 when I first became a fan. Show you the disc on the inside. Bought this at a pawn shop, so didn't really get insert or anything. Just got DVD with it. I'll start talking about the card now. Starts off introducing Hammerstein Ballroom, New York. The announcer introduces Joey Styles. He pauses, then he does his signature, "Oh my God," and then he talks for a little bit. Then he has Mick Foley join him on commentary, and yeah, they take team commentary for the night. Matches start with Landstorm with Dawn Marie versus not Y2J Chris Jericho, but Lionheart Chris Jericho, more of his ECW style. It was a pretty good opening match, very technical, some good maneuvers. That's what you're going to get with a workhorse like Lance Storm, and Chris Jericho still puts on good matches in 2013. Storm eventually wins the match after Just Incredible hits Y2J, or not Y2J anymore, but Lionheart with Singapore Cane. Those of you who haven't watched ECW before, Just Incredible and Lance Storm used to be tag team partners. They were called the Impact Players, so that reunited them for the night. Then right after that, ECW Remembers segment, which goes over the ECW members who died over the past, I don't know how long it was from then, but it honored them. When that got over, there's a bunch of Candido chants for Chris Candido, who died like 45 days before the pay-per-view, I think. But yeah, the crowd was going nuts over Chris Candido. Next match was Tajiri versus Little Guido, aka Nunzio, versus Super Crazy in an international three-way dance, which is different from a triple threat. Three-way dance, kind of elimination. It's triple threat, someone gets pinned, comes one-on-one after that. Some notes from that: Super Crazy, he did a moonsault off of a balcony, took off the whole FBI stable, which accompanied Lil Guido. Lil Guido got eliminated first, obviously. Then Tajiri got eliminated by another moonsault by Super Crazy. Super Crazy went nuts during this match. It was a fun match for sure. Then right after that, there's the segment Early ECW Memories, more of Public Enemy, Terry Funk, Sandman, Sabu, Dreamer, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Next match is Psychosis. Comes in with his mask that he used in ECW, takes it off because he was already in the, I don't know if Mexico's was started by then or not, but he took off the mask, and then he faced Rey Mysterio. Psychosis had a really good move, the Psycho Guillotine, gave that to Mysterio. So lots of cool spots in this. Mysterio eventually wins, but it was another fun match. Then right after that, a bunch of SmackDown superstars came in, like JBL with Orlando Jordan, Kurt Angle there. They get their little box seat. They just talk a bunch of, they get a mic, they talk a bunch of smack about ECW. They got shut the fuck up chants and you suck dick chants, more of that stuff. While that's going on, RVD comes out. He's injured during that time with a torn ACL and torn meniscus. You see a brace he has on there, and then with them is Bill Alfonso with his whistle and jumping around and everything. They interrupted JBL when he was talking, and then out of nowhere, Rhino attacks RVD, and then the lights go off. Guess who? Sabu saves RVD. Um, then that sets up Rhino versus Sabu. Sabu wins by the Arabian Skull Crusher, which is pretty neat, I'd say. Haven't really seen Sabu. I think he's retired now, but he didn't last very long on the ECW TV show. I think under a year he left. Well, after Sabu wins, they get a segment with Al Snow and his head he always carries around. More memories from him and stuff. On to the next match, Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to both these men. At least we got to see it in the final year of Eddie's life. It was too sad they had to lose it, but Benoit makes Guerrero tap to the crossface. Guerrero was bleeding from his forehead, so it was a solid match, to say the least. They kept on talking about WrestleMania 20 during this match, about how after the main event, how they were both champions and hugging and everything. It's a good moment for the sport. Well, after that match, we got another one. This is probably the most underrated match of the night, I would say. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. This was a really good match. A lot of awesome bombs. Masato Tanaka, I think he got hit by steel chairs to the head 4 different times, stood up right after each one of them. Tough SOB. Well, the finish to that was Mike Awesome gave him awesome bomb through the table, then through the table, like over the ropes, then through a table on the outside. Then he did a suicide dive type of maneuver onto the same table, then pinned him. It was sweet. Yeah, it was a solid match right there. After that, Paul Heyman, bunch of thank you Paul chants come out. He basically shoots on everybody. Eric Bischoff, about how Eric Bischoff's trying to ruin ECW's night. Like WCW tried to ruin ECW back in the early 2000s. So yeah, pretty much just ripping on Eric Bischoff. And right after that, we got Dudley Boys versus Tommy Dreamer and Sandman, the main event. I think it started for a while. Right when the bell was about to ring for the match, the Blue World Order, yes I said, the Blue World Order, they appear, Stevie Richards, Blue Meanie, and that other guy. Then right after that, Kid Cash comes out. Then after that, Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten come out. They're all in a huge brawl on the outside of the ring. Kid Cash jumps on the referee's back, who was kneeling down, and then jumped on top rope, jumps right onto the brawl, separated them all up. Somehow they got the Dudleys and Dreamer and Sandman back in the ring. Pretty bloody match after that, hardcore. Impact players enter eventually again. Lance Storm and Just Incredible. Yeah, they enter, and then Francine comes in, gives low blow to Dreamer, and then right after that we got a cat fight with Beulah, McGillicuddy, and Francine. I love when Joey Styles says that. It's always really funny for some reason. Yeah, after the cat fight's over, Impact players are knocked out of the ring. Spike Dudley comes out, brings lighter fluid. They set a burning table on fire. Dudley's put Tommy Dreamer through it, pin him, and then Sandman himself, like asking for help, just yells, "Someone give me a beer," like 5 different times. And then huge pop for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Comes out with a XFL jersey, just really pissing off McMahon there. Yeah, and then ECW, WWE stare down, like all the superstars that were at the event. ECW kind of had this one stare down after Steve Austin called them out. And during the stare down, what really broke the straw was Taz. Taz's music went, the whole place went crazy. Once Taz got in there, the brawl began. Eventually, ECW clears the ring. Eric Bischoff gets his ass kicked. Pretty much pay-per-view ends. More about the DVD though. They have some extras, some TV promos from that they'd play like right before Raw goes back on the air and stuff. Like see ECW one more time, and then for more extras, kind of show the segments that involved ECW from Raw and everything. Video package. Overall, it was a really good show. I don't know if it ranks up to their '06 one, but I kind of like this setup, how such a change up from the regular WWE pay-per-view. Not really any title matches, but it's still feeling important without it. How the crowd can definitely affect the show, like a regular WWE 2013 crowd with maybe like Rhino and Sabu would not be the same as Rhino vs. Sabu with ECW crowd. ECW crowd with anything hardcore makes it instantly worth watching. If you give an ECW crowd with a regular John Cena match these days, it will still be a good match to watch just because of the crowd. It definitely affects everything. So yeah, that's ECW '05. Follow me on Twitter, TJTheBeast70. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these. So yeah, bye YouTube.